Many poor people in developing countries live in hazard-prone areas, low-lying coastal lands, floodplains, steep slopes, areas exposed to high winds, areas near or along geological faults or volcanoes. The construction in these neighborhoods are generally poor, making them highly vulnerable to natural disasters. Most of these neighborhoods are not mapped or barely exist on official maps. Mapping these neighborhoods has not been a priority because it's really expensive. With the use of mobile technology, it is possible to map these communities at low cost. We have had some experience working in some of the Caribbean countries, Dominica and St. Lucia, where we have successfully mobilized community volunteers to map these areas. The proposed solution is based on enhancing this existing platform so that it becomes more user-friendly, it can be customized more easily and be used by more and more community volunteers, as well as integrating it with geospatial solutions. Integrating mobile data collection with geospatial solutions has added advantage. Now the data can be shared among different users collaboratively, which means now there are more use cases of those data. Now it's not just mapping the unmapped area and capturing data of these areas. Now this data can be used in a number of ways. For example, this data now can be used for disaster planning, response, and recovery. Emergency responders and other service providers will have greater understanding of the neighborhood, which would contribute to facilitating services to poor and vulnerable populations. Also, there will be better understanding of risk. Scientific community and others can use these collected data in conducting a detailed risk assessment, which can be used in decision making for better planning and preparedness. Also, there is a potential of collecting data at real time. Data from mobile devices can be used in a large scale disaster events. The real-time data can be used by responder to provide a quick and optimal responses. The impact data collected by this community can also be used to assess and arrange the post-disaster needs. Also, it will provide some sort of sense of ownership and collaboration in the community. Data collected by the community for the community will provide not only a sense of ownership of the data, but also better understand the community in a meaningful way. The engagement of these local residents in collecting this kind of information is an entry point, very important entry point for collaboration between governments and community groups, which will further help the poor people living in these areas.